In this paper, we examine situations where we have a team of mobile sensor platforms and want them to autonomously explore an environment, simultaneously discovering the number of objects of interest and their locations within the environment. There are many real-world situations where the exact number of objects is unknown at the start of exploration, including search and rescue, security and surveillance, and smart buildings and smart cities. We propose a novel, information-based control law to drive a team of mobile sensor platforms to autonomously perform this exploration and detection task. This video contains a visualization of data collected by a team of 3 real-world ground robots equipped with bearing-only sensors exploring an indoor environment. There are 15 objects within the environment, but the robots are unaware of this at the onset of the experiment. The robots are shown as the 3 colored arrows. The sensors are noisy, sometimes failing to detect objects within the sensor field of view, or returning false positive measurements to clutter objects. Due to these false negative and false positive detections, the number of measurements in each scan changes over time, making the data association problem difficult. These bearing measurements are shown as the gold rays emanating from the robots. In this work, we use the PhD filter to simultaneously detect the number of objects and their locations within the environment using these noisy measurement sets, without the need to perform data association. This estimate is shown as a color image over the map, with yellow corresponding to the highest object density at that location and gray the lowest. Initially, this estimate is blue over the entire environment, indicating that there is a small possibility that an object could be at any location. Using the current estimate of the object locations, the team uses an information-based control law to determine the next sequence of locations that each robot in the team should visit in order to maximize the expected information gain. The possible actions for the robots are shown as the light blue lines, with the purple lines being the selected actions. As we see, the robots jointly compute the best action over a range of length scales, selecting the best length scale. In some instances, it could be most beneficial to take several measurements of the local neighborhood if there is high uncertainty in a nearby object's location, while in other instances it could be better to take measurements at distant locations in order to sweep out a larger area. After completing a fraction of the planned action, the team replans its future actions. Such a strategy is known as receding horizon control. The exploration completes when the robots have sufficiently high confidence in the number of objects within the environment and the locations of these objects, as measured by the entropy of the multi-object probability distribution. At the end of this experiment, the robots believed that 15 was the most likely number of objects within the environment, the correct value, and had identified their locations in the environment to within 10 centimeters.